Welcome back to the Top of the Key podcast, you all. It's your big homie Ronnie with the lovely T and our homie Ayo.
Hey, y'all.
We back for another episode. We got another episode cooked up nicely for y'all, man. How y'all feeling today? Let's start off with Ayo.
I'm feeling good. I'm really happy to watch the TWolves smack that ass.
Yeah, we love that 2-0 Wolves. Shout out to AE. How about you, T? I know you lit, huh?
Man, I'm feeling real good. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to get into. I'm ready for today's show.
Hey,
we got a lot of good stuff for y'all. A lot of good stuff.
We got a lot of stuff we didn't even see coming, but we here.
Yeah.
We here. We gonna kick it off with the Nuggets though. If that's what you want to go ahead and get off your chest, Ayo.
Yeah, cause damn.
Before we all forget about it and before we overdo it, we're gonna go ahead and get this out the way. Nuggets, I hope y'all ass get swept. AE balling, y'all. He is balling.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I didn't see that coming. I don't know if y'all did. Maybe a 1-1. They still.
I didn't see them going up 2-0.
Yeah, and it don't look close.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I didn't see coming. 2 straight ass whoopings, and then the second one was even more surprising because Gobert was out.
Mm-hmm.
So Rudy Gobert sitting out, and it looked like the second ass whooping was worse than the first ass whooping. Like they beating up on him. They look like they just bigger, faster, stronger. And Jokic, as great as Jokic is, I feel like the Timberwolves are the perfect matchup for Jokic. I mean, like they got the perfect types of players. He has to go out there and guard a couple players out on the wing, and then when he wants to be in the paint, we got Gobert. They got Gobert to guard him in the paint. Not to say that that's going to shut him down, but it is a good defensive presence when you defensive player of the year to have in the paint. So I mean, all the boxes they're checking off for why it makes sense that they won these first 2 games. But again, to see it happen in the fashion that it did was pretty surprising.
Absolutely. Do you agree, T?
You know what I'm gonna say? AE is a dog.
Hey.
He is showing it, and I mean, like. I've never seen the Nuggets play like this. I mean, they was throwing that mug away.
Exactly.
But I think congratulations Rudy Gobert on another defensive player of the year. Gotta talk about that.
Don't see how you got it, but
4.
But I feel like Jokic has said, and how Ayo said, this is the best matchup for them. And then on the flip end, I wasn't surprised that they won game 2 because Jokic had to guard Cat. And Cat has proven that he's one of the best shooting bigs in the league. But I think we cannot disrespect what Jaden McDaniels and Walker is doing defensively because that's where the play starts.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jamal Murray he's throwing tantrums out there.
Yeah, Jamal, come on now. Throwing towels and shit.
Throwing heat pads and shit.
What are you doing?
It was both of them on him when he was trying to, they had him trapped up. They had him hemmed up.
Yeah.
It was like, he's panicking out there.
Yeah.
This is kind of, that felt so good. I'm sorry.
They called them niggas non-order. They locking up everything.
Everybody.
I mean, but yeah.
Yeah.
Them Wolves, man.
Right. And I also liked how guys like Reed and like you said, McDaniel stepped up, especially overlifted the Wolves to beat the Nuggets. I'm really enjoying this series. Do y'all see a sweep with these guys? Ayo, do you see a sweep?
No, I don't see a sweep. I think Denver gonna show some championship pedigree and go ahead and take 1, maybe 2, but I don't see them winning the series. Not anymore. After you go down 0-2, it's not a death sentence, but I mean the way that it's looking is close. Y'all on life support right now because y'all had to win that second game. I mean, I keep going back to it, but Rudy Gobert being out was the clear cut giveaway. Okay, we got to take this game. We at home. We're already down 0-1. We take this, we go over there, we take another one. We're in control of the series. To lose, and then it's to be demoralized because it was a demoralizing loss. Jamal Murray was out there acting a fool. Jokic had one of his, I won't say worst performances, but
he was off.
Statistically productive performances of the playoffs. So for all of that to happen, and Rudy Gobert was out. Now when he comes back in, if everybody, common sense would tell you, okay, Rudy Gobert returns, the defense is only going to improve. Now, we've seen stuff like this before happen where it hasn't. But if he comes back in and everything goes according to plan, I mean, it wouldn't be the most shocking thing in the world for them to sweep him, honestly. But I don't see it happening. At least a gentleman's sweep, if anything. But a full-on sweep, I don't know.
Okay, T. So AO don't see a sweep. Do you see the Nuggets coming back to tie the series, or just getting at least one in
Bring
Minnesota?
out the brooms. Bring out the broom. Because I mean, I got onto AO in that first series about Denver and LA. But if we really, I feel like my personal opinion, unpopular opinion, y'all know my saying. But it took a lot out of Denver to beat the Nuggets. I mean, to beat the Clippers. Excuse me. It took a lot out of them. Needless to say, it only went 5 games. It was a good 5-game series. And I don't think it took that much for Minnesota to beat Phoenix. We already knew that they was gonna beat Phoenix.
Right.
And like Jokic said, like there's just so much pressure. Like he can't perform at his highest level because you have Cat, then you have Rudy, then you have Nas Reed, then you got guys like Jaden McDaniels, and your best player AE is picking up the second best scorer full court.
Yep.
Like, just get out the brooms, y'all. Just
Man,
Minnesota, get ready. Y'all
Hey.
finna host the Western Conference Finals because y'all got it going on down there. Y'all got it going on.
So it's just over for real.
I'm
Bring
in
out the
between.
brooms.
I want it to be a sweep. I am kind of tired of seeing the Nuggets. I do want to see some more competition within, like some new guys, like the Nuggets making it far. Not Nuggets, the Wolves making it far. But I think the Nuggets can get one game. I want to see a sweep. I do agree with you, T, but I think they'll get one at least.
I think it's interesting what you just said about being tired of seeing the Nuggets because it's been like, 2022, 21 when we really started seeing them in like real competition for a championship. So
When I say tired, I mean like
I know what you
people are
mean.
expected, like thinking
Yeah.
that they are unbeatable.
Right.
You know
I
what I'm
feel
saying?
Like as like a society as a whole, we've grown so accustomed now to like
Jokic.
Jokic, or just like not even that, but just being another team, like a new team emerging seemingly every year, which is great for the game. But it's just funny because it used to be like one team.
What the fuck is a Denver Nugget, right?
What the fuck is a Nugget, right? Like you used to have to get through 2 people on both sides of the conference, and that was it every year. Like, that's what people got excited for. Now it's like you don't know who's gonna be where in the playoffs. So it's pretty cool though. I like it like that.
That's cap.
What you mean?
That's cap.
Elaborate.
Boston on the East, the Nuggets on the West. And before the Nuggets, it was the Warriors. So it ain't really just changed. The Nuggets just having a bad year this year. Just like that every year. Just like when Toronto won. Toronto snuck up and had that one good year. You hear from them again. So it'd be very rare.
I mean, but that's directly correlated to Kawhi and him deciding to leave after he won that championship. If he decides to stay, I mean, that whole roster looks different the following year. I mean, and then they probably, who knows? They weren't supposed to win anyway. I mean, let's be real. KD had a blown Achilles and Clay was hurt. Clay tore his ACL. They weren't supposed to win.
Right.
I mean, that's a different topic for a different day, but I see what you're saying though.
Well, I know nobody's a fan of heartbreaks, right? You know our Mavs got destroyed game 1. I let me tell you, please don't think that I'm not a Mavs fan for life by saying this. But I knew we weren't going to go out there in Oklahoma and win, but I didn't think we was going to go out there and get our ass whooped. T, did you see that one coming? And shout out to you for rocking the Doncic shirt.
You know what
Doncic,
I'm
we put your
saying?
shirt on tonight, boy. You better do some shit, man.
I'm supporting.
Come on, bruh.
I did not see us getting beat like that. I knew that we were going to be fatigued because it took a lot out of us to beat the Clippers. But like I said before the show, and I'm going to stand on this, Tony Brothers, like the refs got to stop making themselves a part of the game. Shea shot 11 free throws. And no disrespect to Shea's game. Shea is a baller. But if Shea going in there throwing his body and Daniel Gafford just standing there, don't call that.
Right.
This is big boy basketball.
Right.
I think like people don't look, and Rick Carlisle said it best. They had to submit 79 calls that the refs missed. Like, yeah, I'm not taking nothing away from OKC. Them guys are balling. They're happy. Like Jaden Williams said it best. Like, I get paid millions of dollars to dribble the ball up the court. Like, why wouldn't I be happy? But if the refs would take themselves out the game and let them play, I don't think Dallas gets beat by 20. And tonight, I think we respond. I think Kyrie responds. I think Luka responds. Like, I think that Jason Kidd is going to make the necessary adjustments to respond. But I'm not going to discredit what OKC is doing and how they're doing it, because they are doing it, and they're doing it basically like Minnesota. Like, they're letting niggas know we're here,
right?
And y'all gotta beat us.
Right.
Youth or not, y'all gotta beat us. And arguably so, yeah, Rookie of the Year went to Victor, But I think Chet has his name in the ballot to be another good big who has the same calibers as Wemby.
Yep.
He can shoot, he can drive, he can block shots. Is he on the same level, same height? Probably not. Does he still have a little bit of ways to go? Probably so. But I will say, Chet, we need to start putting your name in the conversation.
You are a hooper, Chet. I will say that. I will tip my hat.
In the game.
Yeah.
Because he got guard skills as well. Real good guard skills.
Exactly. So, Ayo, what adjustments do you think need to be made for game 2 for us to at least get a dub out there in Oklahoma? Because we go down 2-0, that's little.
That does spell trouble, but I mean, if anything, all I can really do is just piggyback off what T said, but only in regards to the referee, because I do agree they're playing similar to the Timberwolves, but that's nothing that the Mavericks, Luka and the Mavericks are not accustomed to. I mean, we saw them play against the Suns when they were playing physical. We saw them play against the Clippers 2 years in a row where they were playing 3 years, where they were playing extremely physical. So it's not an issue with that, but the referees calling every foul on the flip side makes that a problem because this is playoff basketball. I get Rick Carlisle miss like 79 calls, you said? That's crazy. That is crazy. But it is the playoffs. So
no coach should have to do that.
I said this earlier. I watched Orlando and Cleveland. I watched both of the Knicks series, and I watched people get beat up the entire series. And the refs swallowed their whistle. So I'm assuming that's what it's going to be for the playoffs. Don't swallow your whistle for one series and then call every ticky-tacky foul for another one. Because what are we doing here? Because then it's like, okay, are we picking and choosing which games to call hard and which games not to? And why are we doing so? Because that's playing right into Shai's game. A free throw merchant. I don't care. I do not care. He is a free throw merchant. He averages 23 drives a game. Fantastic. Still a free throw merchant. And you can't afford to have a free throw merchant getting off like that in the playoffs. And that's not really him. If, like you said, they're standing in the paint and they got their hands up, or if you give a little bump or a little forearm shimmy, I'm watching them get took out on the other side. So what the fuck are we talking about?
Right.
I say that a lot, but what the fuck are we actually talking about? Because we can't sit up here and have Luka getting hurt, Luka getting bounced around, knocked around and stuff like that, Kyrie getting knocked around and stuff like that, Shai gets sneezed on, it's a foul. No, because that's not a series that I can respect. That's not a win that I can respect. That's not a series I can watch or stomach. It's not fun to watch that bullshit. So I need that shit to adjust itself, however the fuck it's going to happen.
Oh, you mad as fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm like, little shit. That's exactly how I feel. Shit.
Because but if we being real, bro, it makes no sense. Like, we watching all these other series.
22 free throws in the first half.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I was watching the game the other day too, bro. I was saying the same thing. I was like, damn, this feel like 06 with D Wade and shit. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, how many times Buddy gonna go to the free throw? But my thoughts on the game, Luka, you could tell, bro, was visibly hurt, bro. You know what I'm saying? He toughed it out. Shout out to Luka. Toughed it out. But, hey, bro, we got to be able to make our free throws. That kept us out the game before a lot of the free throws. Like, if we made some of the free throws, I feel like we was still being in the game. You could tell by fourth quarter. We realized once we cut it down to what, like 7?
Yeah.
And then I forgot the Jalen Williams drove, got like an air one or whatnot. Yeah. And then made it to 10. I feel like their hearts was out of it. But I feel like we just make our free throws, bro. And they stopped calling the bullshit ass fouls on our bigs, bro.
Yeah.
I remember one time Gafford like took Buddy's shit. By the way, Gafford had a great ass.
Great.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gafford.
Thank you, Gafford. Continue to do that,
bro.
We need that big presence.
Y'all see when bro like had took Buddy's shit off the glass?
Yeah.
He took Shai Gilgeous shit off the glass. Shit crazy. But like, so if our bigs is aggressive like they've been playing like this whole playoffs, they calling a foul, which is bullshit. But like I said, if you just slow down the fouls and the turnovers, Kyrie had 5 turnovers in the first quarter?
And Luka had a lump sum too.
I feel like they'll shut that down. Once we do that, bro, we're good because we slowed down Jalen Williams in the first half. And then they want to make this big deal about Lou Dort and him, how he Luka stopped him. Luka was just missing these shots, bro.
Yeah, he was.
If we just be honest, Luka was missing fucking shots. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, game 2, I feel like we get the dub. I still got Lakers. I said Lakers. God damn, what the fuck the Lakers doing on my mind?
They in Cancun swimming and shit.
I still got the Mavericks in 6, though. I had them in 5, but after game 1, Because I honestly thought we could have stole game 1 to make it 5. I got Mavericks at 6.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And then like one last point. I'm so sorry, guys. One last point is like for us to get in 6, we have to have someone show up on the bench.
Yeah.
OKC bench, they having Wiggins show up like that can't happen.
Mhm.
Like we need Josh Green, Exum, somebody off that bench has to make their impact felt in this series if we have any chance to do it in 6. If they don't do it, it gonna take a 7. And game 7 in OKC is gonna be tough because Texas fans, we can't get no damn tickets. We can't get no tickets.
Luka in the game 7, I feel comfortable with. Tim Hardaway Jr., this may be your last year here. I kind of hope
It should have been last year, but hey.
It should have been last year. But if this is going to be your last year, your last set of playoff games with the Mavericks, at least go the fuck off so that whatever team that wants to sign you next will have something to go off of. Because right now, it's not looking pretty, bro. Bro, it's looking real.
He
bro,
just there.
Right.
That nigga just
there.
I put that in the group chat. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Tim Hardaway, fuck Tim Hardaway. Because I had, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here gambling and shit, right? So, I'm on the prize picks, right? I had Tim Hardaway Jr. What? They had a 1 point,
some easy
1.5 3 points made. So, I'm like, hey, bro.
That's 2 threes.
It's 2 threes, bro. You coming off. You know what I'm saying? Luka go you the last second pass you in the corner. I see PJ make them. I see Maxi Cleveland make them. Josh Green make them. Hey, so I figured that. But nah, bro, this nigga had like 3 straight positions. He missed the first 3. Got the rebound. They passed him back to it again. Missed it again. They got the rebound. I guess he was the only person around. They passed it to him again. He said, fuck the offense. Shot it again and bricked it. I was like, bruh.
Bro.
I said, you just gonna fuck up my tickets.
There's no
like
excuses
this.
for TSG.
Over under on points was 5.5. How are you supposed to make the math ain't mathing right there. They saying that nigga not even gonna score 6 points. How you gonna make 2 threes? So it's like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? So
he was coming off injury. He coming off injury. We're gonna give him a break.
Come on, but you supposed to be a shooter.
I mean, he coming off. I'm a Mavericks fan.
Are you a THJ fan?
I'm a Mavericks fan. Y'all not gonna bait me. I'm a Mavericks fan.
But Timmy, you are a shooter.
THJ jersey, bro.
But THJ in a rookie sophomore game with him and Deion Waiters were going back and forth.
Yeah, he was.
Come on now.
We need that Tim.
That shit was fire.
Tim.
But that's the X factor though. You get those games where Tim come around, he'll fuck around, give you 30 points just off the shit. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, it's kind of torn between. I'm a Tim Hardaway Jr. fan just off the fact of New York, Michigan. Like I seen him play through all that. So like I want him to be around because I know what type of asset bro can feel. But sometimes you just watch him play, you be like, God damn, why you shooting that shot? You got the star, bro.
Right.
Luka the star, let Luka be the star. But yeah, that's just this nigga just pissed me off sometimes. Bro.
But I'm glad we can agree you can go to at least 6 or 7. To the person who DM'd me and told me to talk about this on the show that we was getting swept, first of all, fuck you, because we're not. And the Mavs are going to get it done in 6. And if not 6, definitely 7. Amen? Amen. Let's go ahead and shoot it on over to the East. Shout out to the Knicks and Jalen Brunson. I'm really a fan of Brunson, y'all. Like, I'm really hurt that he's gone. But at the same time, I love that he's performing that well in New York City. T, you're shaking your head. You don't like Brunson?
I don't like that Dallas let him go.
Oh, okay.
That's what I don't like.
Okay.
Kyrie or Brunson?
Kyrie.
All right, that's all that matters.
I know we had this discussion a few weeks ago, but I take Kyrie.
You about to say Jalen Brunson?
I didn't answer.
You about to say Jalen Brunson, ain't you?
Are we saying right now?
Brunson performs all
right
quarters.
now.
I'm not saying overall.
Even right now.
Right now in the playoff run, y'all taking Kyrie over Jalen Brunson?
No.
Are y'all serious?
Because you put Brunson on the Mavericks.
I ain't got no comment right now.
I got questions. I got questions.
And we're taking.
So you said if Kyrie's in New York, he couldn't do that?
It doesn't matter where he at.
All right. Jalen Brunson's with Luka. Did he put up Kyrie performances with Luka on the court? He did it without Luka on the court. Did he do it with Luka on the court?
He put up second man performances what he was supposed to do.
Did he put Kyrie performances up?
Was he supposed to put Kyrie performance up?
Yes.
Because that year he did well enough for them to go to the Western Conference Finals.
No, Luka did well enough. He played.
Y'all gonna say Brunson during that series?
He had his big games when Luka wasn't on the floor.
Literally injured.
I'm so sorry, Brunson. I can't.
I'm not saying
Brunson's a good player. I'm gonna bring him up later in the show, but
They
Right now,
disrespected
as
him.
of now, no, Brunson a good player, Villanova guy. He's perfect where he's got Dante DiVincenzo and he's got Josh Hart. He's
Hart.
with his guys. He's perfect where he's at. But if he's on the Mavericks, he's not doing this. We're
And
gonna
who
be
on the Knicks
completely
is scoring
honest.
like that?
Yeah, but we were hoopers. We were ball players. At Dallas, you know who the guy is. At Dallas, he knew that Luka was the guy. He maximized his shots. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying when you know somebody's the guy, Luka already take 30 shots. So all I gotta do is make 7 out of the 15 that I'm shooting. And that's what he did. But now, yes, he is on a bigger stage in New York. And he's performing like he was at Dallas when he helped lead us to a Western Conference final. Because we know in basketball, it's not just gonna be your superstar, it's gonna be your other person to the other person. Shaq said it best. He don't win no championship without Big Shot Rick. Luka don't get to the Western Conference Finals without Jalen Brunson.
I understand that.
You can't do it, Kyrie.
I feel what you're saying though, but it's like Jalen Brunson is the type of guy. If he was in Dallas, he wouldn't be doing the things that Kyrie's doing. Because Jalen Brunson is the type of guy, he got to feel the game throughout the whole game. Kyrie knows when the spots, like this comes with maturity too. The older he is, you know what I'm saying? Kyrie know his spots, like, all right. Like, that's why you see it last series with the Clippers. Like, the first half he wasn't doing that because, there's Luka. Second half is like, all right, I need to do this. Fourth quarter, it's time for me to go. So that's why I'm saying that Kyrie is better, and he will be better at the second man role than Jalen Brunson, because Jalen Brunson is the type of guy, like, he's the actual point guard, bro. Even though he's the shooting guard, he's got to have the flow of the game. He got to know, hey, this is why I need to make this right pass, or I need to score and take out shots. That's just my opinion.
I want to say something. Rex, tell me if you agree with this. Jalen Brunson isn't really a type of player who can thrive as a second player. He is the type of player who can have his own system and go crazy in his own system, as we are watching. But as a second player, like basically picking back off what he said, Kyrie, he can watch Luka with his championship pedigree and his career and his maturity. Watch Luka, okay, he's struggling. I can start to take over now, and ain't nobody really finna tell me shit. I feel like in certain games, even when Luka was struggling back when Jalen Brunson was on the team, JB would still defer to Luka. I mean, which is fine because you never know when Luka's gonna catch fire. But you give Jalen Brunson the keys, he gives you 47 and 7. You put him as a second player where you need him to be that second star. It's like it's hard for him to get his rhythm. The offenses are running through him. He's kind of just running the offense. He does a lot of different things. Kyrie is he's a natural born scorer. One of the best the game's ever seen. So the rebounds and the assists that Kyrie do is just icing on the cake. But we know what we signed Kyrie to go out there and get buckets. That's quite literally why we signed him. So that's the only reason why. Like, obviously, Jalen Brunson right now is performing at a higher rate. I'm not disagreeing with that. But if I had to choose who I'd rather have just for a chemistry purpose, I'm going to go Kyrie. So
yeah, JB got to have his own team. So he got to have his own flow. He got to have our own offense, like, credit directly for him. And Tim's does a good job on it. Play everybody 48 minutes. And you control your own offense.
JB, I hope you take them boys to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Please.
I really do.
Please.
I'm rooting for him.
He questionable for next game, but I think he's gonna come. But
perfect. I'm rooting for him.
I really do hope you take them boys to the Eastern Conference Finals and show these guys
them versus Boston,
that you can do this. Hell yeah, that would be nice. Yeah. Speaking of Boston, they just got their ass handed to them against the Cavs today, which I am glad to see that. Shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
D. Mitchell.
You said who?
D. Mitchell.
Oh, of course. Who else? How do you all think this series will end? Now that what is it now? 2-1?
1-1.
1-1. I'm ahead of the game. 1-1.
But you on the right track though, if you think.
Because a lot of people thought Boston was gonna sweep them. Why? I don't know.
I don't know why.
Because y'all forgot.
Well, Jared Allen out, so probably that.
Well, you mean? I mean, Mobley's stepping up a little bit.
He's stepping up, but
and then you still got Darius.
I didn't think he was
Max. He played when he wanted to, but I didn't think it was gonna be a sweep. Yeah. You didn't either, AO.
No, I don't think it was going to be a sweep ever, but I am surprised to see, again, it's funny because we keep seeing like a 1 seed versus a 5 seed, and then the 5 seed will get a blowout win. Like, we keep seeing that.
Yeah.
It's very, very weird. And I don't know if it's just an overall thing, like the competition level is just shrinking like that, or if it's just off nights and it's just a coincidence. But the way of the game, it's not like a blowout because like the game 1 for Cleveland and Boston was a blowout to me because Derek White went the fuck off. He had like 4 or 5 threes. he was shooting the lights out. Jalen Brunson was shooting. I mean, Jalen Brown was shooting the lights out as well. He was playing great defense. He was on the board. He was on the glass, crazy. So that's kind of, to me, he had like 25, 6, and 2. I think Jalen Brown did. So that's a really good night for JB because he'll get started early and then kind of like fade away towards the end. But to watch Evan Mobley go out there and become a scorer, like I saw him as a lob threat, maybe a little post move here or there, but he's shooting the mid range. He's getting the putbacks, offensive rebounds. I thought they was going to kind of like put 2 guys on him and stuff. It's not really working. So, and then Donovan Mitchell is a problem wherever he goes. Darius Mitchell, I was not familiar with his Darius
Garland.
Darius Garland. I was not familiar with his game before the season started. So now watching him and his handle and the way he like controls the offense is really cool. But Donovan Mitchell is just 100%, 100 miles per hour all the time. So if you get tired or if you're missing shots, you're in trouble. So we'll see. At this point, I don't know if it's going to be a gentleman sweep anymore. But the Cleveland might get 2 or 3. This might go far. So.
What about you, T? You be spot on when you be calling these games.
What we call you, the Oracle?
The Oracle, man.
It's like you got the magic ball. Or you got an 8-ball. You just know who's gonna win that motherfucker.
My take on this series is I do have Boston coming out of it, but I have Boston with concerns. So like Miami beating them, and then Cleveland coming in and beating them on game 2. Not concerns as far as I think that they're not going to win the series, and I respectfully think that Boston's going to go to the finals just because of what's in the East and what they have. But I think that they are showing flaws. Like they're showing capabilities of being able to be beat. And if we gonna talk, the Oracle talking, the lineup that they have, Cleveland shouldn't have got them a win. Miami shouldn't have got a win. They should have swept both teams. So I think that they're showing flaws. Not saying that they won't make it to the finals, but I think that they're showing flaws. And I think my message to Boston is be better. Be better. Be unbeatable.
Tighten up.
Because that's
dominant.
what y'all have. Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, be better.
Because if they don't go to the finals and win, they a bust, correct?
No.
What?
If they don't go to the finals and win the finals,
this is y'all season to bring this home.
23 and 24. They're still young. We just seen them forever. This is not their season. They ain't even hit their prime yet. They ain't even hit their peak.
I'm not going.
They have every chance to win a ring this season.
But they haven't hit their peak, though, guys. They are still young.
So who's supposed to be a favorite? Because they were the heavy favorite.
I mean, they can be a favorite, but it's not a bust. It's not a bust.
If you are a heavy favorite
you're a bust.
The whole season and you don't win, that's a bust.
Tatum, you don't get a ring this season.
They're not a heavy favorite.
This season, you're a bust.
They're a heavy favorite in the East to make it to the finals. They're not a heavy favorite to win the finals.
They are not. Okay, you're right. They're not a heavy favorite to win the finals, but they are a favorite to win the finals.
We're gonna come back to the the NBA though, because we gotta definitely discuss these awards and the recipients who received some awards. I got some very things to say about some of them. But before we get that, we're gonna shout out our homie T. This past weekend,
Wow.
her squad made it to the championship. Go ahead and tell them, T. Tell them your squad. Tell them what you did. Tell them all that. Let the people know who you really are up in here.
So I want to first give a big shout out to She Got Game. That league was so much fun. Big shout out to the commissioners, AB, Lex. Y'all did a great job. Miss CC, y'all did a great job. All the media that was there, y'all had fantastic media, great platforms. Chosen One, if y'all look at my platforms, y'all see the media, Jarrell. They're all on there. Support the media. They do a hell of a job bringing women's basketball up. It was a joy. I
definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah, we definitely got to the championship. We did lose, but respectfully so. Like we all came to play. Like it was fun. Like, and we had some big names. We had Juicy, we had Odyssey, we had Riley. Like it was just fun. Like when you grow outside the game and you are a mother and you go into your life and you're doing other stuff and you're working, there's still a part of you that loves the game. And I really appreciate She Got Game. I think a lot of us fell back in love with the game this season. Can't wait to run it back. I would be disrespectful if I don't shout out the Trench Babies, Coach Nari. Love my team, Immaculate Vibes all season. And also my podcast team, Top of the Key Podcast, they came out, they supported me. Much love to my family. They watched me do what I love to do. But yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun. It was
And thank you
fun.
for letting us know about it, because it was definitely, like you said, it was definitely good to see people that I grew up with, like Breathe, and of course Odyssey. It was just a great vibe. I really enjoyed the atmosphere. I loved it. Thank you for the invite.
No problem, no problem. Stay tuned. Come out to She Got Game season 2. DFW She Got Game is also in a few other cities, Memphis. Check out the page if you're in that area. Go check out some really, really good women's basketball teams. Man, women's basketball, women, we on the run. It's a movement.
Absolutely.
We on the
And I'm
move.
glad I brought that up, because I was just about to say, I know did y'all get a chance to check out the WNBA preseason games? I know it's early. A lot of speculations was on Caitlin Clark, of course, but I'm so glad our Wings pulled it off. Did y'all see that game?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. And I think Caitlin showed that her game is going to translate.
Mhm.
Thank you, Caitlin. I'm once again the Oracle for saying that. But I'm happy for the W, man.
Right.
Everybody got good. Like all 12 teams got good.
Chicago looked
Chicago's
good.
exciting.
Yeah.
New York, you still got Stewie and Sabrina. They didn't have, Angel Reese. I better John Quell Jones.
Right.
She outplayed you. But just the W, all 12 teams got better.
Mhm.
The league, if y'all haven't seen, they expanded, finally get charter flights, which is big for
Yep.
the W.
That is huge.
Taking, women got to take care of our bodies too. We have kids, but the W is a movement. Women
Right.
are in. Women is a movement. It's
And
a
this-
movement.
Right. And despite the talented 24 draft class that came in, a lot of people still think Aces is going to take it. Ayo, do you agree?
Man, yeah, this year. But I think the it's gonna start to shift very, very quickly
Mm-hmm.
because of the talent that came in this year. I think it's about to be a crapshoot in about 5 years of guessing who's gonna be the top team, because there's gonna be so many effective players at so many different types of styles of play.
Correct.
So it's gonna be more about figuring out how to stop the Caitlin Clarks who run around and shoot threes a lot, who get to the paint, a taller guard or a paint beast, or an Angel Reese who's like a point forward, I guess we can call her.
Mhm.
That's another thing I wanted to also ask you. Side note, what do you feel like for your position? Like are you like a point forward, or you feel like you like a point guard, or what do you think you more of?
A ball player.
I'm about to say whatever you need her to be.
A ball player.
But yeah, sorry, I just had to ask that.
No.
I think Asia Wilson is
She's LeBron.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's in her prime.
And again, I know I said this before, but I can't wait to see her and Juju Watson play against each other or with each other. However that ends up, I really can't wait to see that matchup, because they remind me a lot of each other. But I think their builds are just a little bit different.
Yeah.
I think Asia's a little bit more like taller, slimmer.
Yeah,
but it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out well. I'm excited to see how the rest of the season goes and just the future of W just overall. So
We gotta go to a Wings game collectively.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
We do. We gotta
Yeah,
plan
yeah,
that.
yeah, for sure.
Family trip.
Let Top of the Key be in the building.
Yeah.
Let them know
for
we in
sure.
here.
That's
For
how we
sure.
started doing stuff.
Yeah.
But T-Bo, you was talking earlier in the week about like the expansion talk. What was you talking about with it?
So, when I was talking, I hit the group chat up about the expansion. So congratulations to the W. They are getting a 13th team. But what I was telling my team is, I don't think the 12 more spots is enough. Like,
Why
all
you say
these
so?
women that you see get waived, these veterans that are not getting signed, they have to get signed in the middle of the year with injuries. Like, I don't think that one more team was just gonna okay, the W's on the rise. I think that the game is growing so big. I'm not saying add 15 more teams to be 30 like the NBA, but I would have liked to see 2, maybe
Right.
4 cities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At least big cities, like big metroplexes that got Dallas, Houston. They have good. We have one of the best women's basketball in Texas. We could have had a team. So I mean, even though we have the Wings, we could have had the Houston Rockets. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out here. So
That would be cute.
Bring the comments back. We got to bring the comments back. Bring the Houston comments back. Remember the Houston comments?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
No. My fault. I got brain dead. Yeah. We gotta bring Cheryl Swoops back, Houston back. So I personally just don't think 12 roster spots was enough. I don't think that was an expansion. I think two or 4 cities could have committed. I think that's how much the W is on the rise.
Right.
So.
And the
I
talent's
agree.
there, bro.
We gotta
The
take
money-
baby steps, man.
Yeah.
We
I
gotta
mean,
take baby steps. We just got charter flights.
Nah, we trying to take.
Hey, you got
We
gotta
trying to
talk
take
to.
leaps.
It's not in NBA. It's not in the NBA budget right now. You gotta go talk to Adam Silver and say, let's go allocate some more money to the WNBA.
I'm here.
We just
the
got
W finna start generating their own bread, bro. I feel like
Yeah.
It's gonna take some
I feel like it's
time though.
coming.
Yeah.
It's gonna take. I think we got about 2 more years before they actually start generating bread.
Some
when
real
they
bread,
get some
yeah.
more. You know what I'm saying?
That don't seem far away though either.
It's
'Cause
gonna
they
be
still-
like this.
Name 3 players. Y'all asked me which one y'all would start a franchise with, right?
Okay.
So first we got Jalen Brunson,
Mm-hmm.
we got Ant-Man,
Mm-hmm.
and we got Luka Doncic. Who you choosing? Each one of y'all need to choose one person that y'all gonna start a franchise with.
I know my answer.
I know mine.
Y'all know mine.
Go ahead, Ayo. We already know who it
Don't
is.
start with me.
Just let him
Luka.
go first. We know who it is,
It's
and the
Luka.
people know who it is at this point too.
Everybody know who it is. Y'all, as soon as he said the name, I know who L gonna choose. You right. It's Luka Doncic. What are we talking about? We watched what happens. We gave him the keys from day one. There was a story I saw that I'll never forget. It's so funny to me. Jeff T was talking about he was cool with Wes Matthews because it was rookie year, Luka's rookie year. Wes Matthews was still on the team. And so Jeff T was like, "You're gonna let this white boy shoot the ball every game?" He said Wes Matthews looked him dead in the soul and said, "That motherfucker cold. This is rookie year." He said, "I ain't say shit else. What else was there to say? Because you got out there, you watched the game. It's like, oh yeah, that motherfucker is cold. And he's not just cold, like he put up a lot of points. He's effective for the entire game. Everything Luka does in the game is effective. And this year, him playing that extra amount of defense, inspiring the other. When Luka's out there playing defense and shuffling his feet, the actual defenders get to shuffle a little bit harder. I'm starting my franchise with Luka every time because he took it over. He gave, what was he, 19? He came into the league. Dirk was still here, but Dirk was well on his way out. They gave him the keys immediately, and did not regret the decision. Everybody saw him year one and said, he's a superstar. I mean, Ant-Man is a superstar. I would say he's a superstar now, just based off the way he's going now. Jalen Brunson, superstar club or not, we'll see. But Luka from day one, it was no question about it. So to shorten my answer, yeah, Luka Doncic.
Oh my gosh. I already knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm really honestly stuck between AE and Brunson. But I'm gonna say AE simply because his game is gonna continue to evolve. And we like people are saying, he does have potential to be Baby Brown, if not already. And then also, not only is he dominating offensively, but he also makes his teammates involved, and he definitely plays defensively, especially with these horrific blocks and whatnot. So I think building a franchise with AE can go a very, very, very long way because of how he is on and off the court. So I'm gonna definitely have to go with AE, and I hope you can agree with me, T. You can go Brunson. Don't say Luka.
That's crazy though. If we all had
I-
three different people,
I want to start off by saying I apologize, Luka. I'm supporting you. I love you with my
Luka
heart.
know what's going on, man. You know what's
But
going
y'all
on.
already know what the fuck I'm gonna say. A motherfucking E. I'm starting my franchise with Anthony Edwards.
Of course.
We're not comparing him to Kobe. We're not comparing him to Jordan. We're not comparing him to Bron. We're gonna let Anthony Edwards be him. He's a dog. He's a dog. I don't know what else to say. There's nothing else to say.
Yeah.
Period. What Charles be saying, guaranteed. Anthony Edwards, he's a dog.
Maybe I shouldn't have said, but people be calling him Baby Brown like that, but he can potentially
Yeah.
be
damn, so over
Brown.
Luka, y'all take.
Y'all know
Anthony
you
Edwards.
should have known what I was gonna say.
That's kind of crazy.
You know who my
stacked
face of the
up
league
first
I
is.
love
3 years.
Luka, but he.
I love Luka.
So let me ask you a
love
question.
Luka.
Stack up AE's first 3 years, stack up Luka's first 3 years, and then take the names away. Just blind. Just and then look at
Got
the
a
numbers.
point.
But look, this is what I want to say. He said who I want to start a franchise
Hey,
with.
But I'm
Who?
surprised
Me.
y'all had all this uproar about Jalen Brunson. I didn't get no Jalen Brunson for nobody.
Not over AE.
No,
You put
yeah,
him in the
you-
wrong
yeah,
category.
you
What
said
you-
Anthony
you
Edwards.
put him in the wrong
players that
category.
they had a hard
And then you said Luka.
Yeah, you put him in the
What's
wrong
wrong with
category.
JB? Y'all talking about JB?
You just said.
Y'all started
JB
franchise
and
with
Luka
it.
on the same list.
I
We
mean,
watched what happened.
JB just went 4 straight 40-point games. What's up?
He did, and I respect that. But you
Luka
know
ain't did that.
you
Nobody
know
did
you
that
shouldn't
since
have put him
Michael
in
Jordan.
that category with AE for me.
Everybody did that since Michael Jordan.
That's
I'm just
AE.
saying. He just got to the playoffs.
That's Michael
Start a
Jordan's
franchise.
He got swept last year. This ain't. We don't know what
okay.
this gonna look like. He
That's
can get back.
okay.
He can get come back on. He can get 4-2.
That's
Hey,
okay.
what,
bro.
22?
When I
He
think
come
of
to my
starting a
franchise.
when I think of starting a
Then me.
franchise, I think of like you moving him to a new city and like he's the only player that's coming there, and then everybody else you just got to get through the draft to like pickings from free agency and who's going to do the best. I think Luka would definitely have his team, if not in the playoffs, the closest to out of the options.
I mean, we could put JB on. If he all starting fresh, let's just look at the rosters that
Mhm.
the teams have been gifted, right?
Okay.
These players have been gifted. I mean, Luka has been gifted the worst roster, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
When he came there,
He got Kyrie and who else?
I'm talking about coming
Before
to
he
the
came,
league.
before
yeah.
Kyrie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
He went to the West Conference Finals with me, you, and you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I swear to God,
JB
though.
just got his Villanova partners. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Homeboys.
You know what I'm saying? Arden had what I know he didn't start off with that, but he got 4-time defensive player of the year.
But he didn't come on with that.
We came with the best shooting big man in the history of the NBA. That's his words. That's his words.
He wasn't there yet. He still
He
needs to build.
Nah, at that point, he just won a 3-point contest. He was
Yeah.
there. Who else he had? I'm just saying, bro. Look ahead, shit turned into lemonade.
So you're saying you start your franchise with Luka?
Yeah, what your answer is? You asking us. What's your answer?
It got to be either Luka or JB.
No, it's not going to
Is
be
this really a
JB.
hard
It's
question,
tough.
bro?
It's tough. It's
He
tough.
not gonna go with
It's
JB.
tough.
I'm really shook
It depends
right now.
on how about who's in the draft. Whoever picking up to go. with.
Yeah.
We
that
get
we
all these
right.
extra questions.
Nah,
This
I
is
mean,
really a hard question we having right now.
Nah, it's kind of difficult.
We
bro,
answered
'cause
it with ease.
It's 3 different styles though. You got AE who's gonna make everybody around him better. It don't
That's
matter.
what I was saying.
People gonna adapt to his personality. They're doing it now. The Timberwolves are
Yep.
adapting to his personality.
Yep.
You got Luka he's Luka.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't nothing really.
That right there is why it
he's-
shouldn't be a
He's
discussion.
Luka. He's
When
Luka. But
you
we
describe-
building a team. I ain't say who's the best player on there.
But Luka,
Well, I say the best player is Luka off top. Then JB's just JB's a nice point guard. That's a solid point guard that you can build around him. But I gotta go with Luka.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
But
enough.
his argument, I know his argument was just like, nobody. But his arguments for like all 3 of them.
Yeah.
in my
Yeah.
opinion.
That was a good one, homie.
It was.
that's a good question for sure. I
was.
think the answer. I thought the answer was obvious. I guess not.
Man,
I
say it's a
mean,
right or wrong. It's
'cause-
multiple choice.
Edwards obviously does make his teammates better. Just because of the way he plays, you can't help but be energized if you on the same team with a dude like that. You watch a dude, just physically impose his will on somebody, take the ball in the same play, and then dunk it damn near from the free throw line. You're gonna want to get up and play. But Luka has you in positions to just be open and you're gonna score. Just stay there, 2 feet to the left, don't move. I got you. You will have 9 points tonight. Let me do the rest. Because they're gonna put their best defender, their second best defender, and their best paint defender all on me if I drive to the paint. All you have to do is just hit the shot. If you can create your own shot, i.e. Kyrie, that's even better. But all you have to do is just hit the shot. I can literally do the rest, and we watched him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we watched AE do his thing. We're watching JB right now do his thing. But we are watching Luka consistently say, just give me the keys, bro.
Well, y'all, since we are winding down, we definitely got to discuss these awards. Defensive Player of the Year, and of course, our MVP. Ayo, I know this was bothering you like crazy. So I'm going to ask you first. You really do not like the MVP, which I can agree. But of course, you feel like it was Luka. Why do you think it should have been Luka Doncic for MVP?
I'm going to make this point.
Because I'm a Mavs fan too, and I really do not think it shouldn't have gone to
And I
Luka.
hear you. I do. I'm going to make this point again because at any point in time, if I'm wrong, somebody let me know. In the history, let me chill. In the history of the game, there's been 5 times where a player led the league in points and assists with a 50-plus win team. Actually, no, just leading the league in points and assists. Just in general, it's been done 5 times in the history, and 2 of those times are by the same person. So, When you have a player, because by every criteria that you try to throw at it this year, past years, winning records, past years, how long did he play, injuries, all that, cool. But this year, 50 plus wins. You lead the league in points. You lead the league in assists. You also have 9.2 rebounds. You're a 5th seed in the playoffs. You're now in the 2nd round after beating the 4th seed in 6 games. They say you don't play defense. You up your defensive rating on a historic pace.
Bro,
What else did...
That's the same thing people could say about Shea. What else did he have to do to not get MVP?
Because the only thing they can say about Shea that's better is he has more steals. Luka even is averaging more blocks.
Shea got
Shout out to my homeboy,
he has the number 1 team
shout out
right
to
now.
my boy Kyron. What else do you want the man to do? Right. What else do you want him to do? You want him to lead in this? You want him to lead in that? Cool. You want his team to win? Cool. You want to play defense? Cool. You want good team chemistry? Cool. You got it. You got everything you asked this man to do. He stepped it up and he did. Jokic, they couldn't even figure. Okay, so it was supposed to be Shea. They couldn't figure it out. They were like, damn, we everybody wants Shea, but we cannot statistically give it to this man because we know what's up.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a big Maverick fan, big Luka fan.
Right.
But the defensive stats kind of kept.
It's not. Look it up.
I feel you.
Luka's defensive stats. That's what I'm like.
I feel you, but you gotta watch Buddy play, bro.
Bro, his defensive plus minus just.
I feel you, but he's getting hidden in a lot of these defensive schemes, bro.
Bro, he's literally sticking his body out there.
He's getting hidden.
How many turnovers does Luka average a game?
Right now, I think he's averaging 3.4 or something.
5.
Like
the stats is kind of like the defense
5.
It's 5.
The defensive stats is kind of overblown. He's playing better defense.
He is.
He's playing better defense, but he's getting hit a lot because he got a lot of great defenders around.
I'm not saying he's an all defensive player. I'm just saying the level at where he was and where he is now, and you couple that with everything else I said for what he's done this year, that to me spells a most valuable player for the team. Because if you take Shea off the Thunder, are they as good? No, not at all.
They're
but
not
are they still?
team.
Are the Mavericks a playoff team without Luka?
No, but they're not the number.
Who finishes better without Luka, without Shea? Who finishes higher?
Is Kyrie on the team?
Oh yeah. Kyrie's on the team. I don't know because Jalen Williams, both of them, and then Shea is seemingly a problem. So we got a bunch of lottery picks, a bunch of high picks on this team, and we're surprised. They keep saying, we should give it to Shea because he's the best team record. I thought this was the most valuable player.
Yeah, the best player on the best team.
Why? Because if it's the most valuable player, then the one who means the most to his team, you mean to tell me Shea means more to the Thunder than Luka does to the Mavericks, realistically? Yeah. I do not agree with that. I can't.
You want to tell you why?
Please.
Because Shea is more of like 26. So you take him off the Thunder. He has more experience than anybody on that team. You take him off the Thunder, all you talk about a bunch of 1 year, 2 year guys who have zero experience, bro.
I've never seen addition to a team hurt somebody's MVP odds so much. I feel like Kyrie being on the Mavericks you're not lying. It
didn't hurt it. It's just like the fact that if Luka would have played more games and they would have won more games, you would have had more. If Luka was...
It was a 7-game difference from 1 to 5.
Okay, it makes a difference. Luka was like the 3rd seed or a 4th seed. No, 3rd seed or like a 2 seed. You have your argument, bro. But as far as the 5 seed, 6 seed?
They was the 5 seed, but Denver and OKC was tied at 57.
That's what I'm saying. They was like the 5. If they was the 3rd or the 2nd seed, it'd be a lot better. In my opinion. That's just how I feel. And I feel like Jason Tatum should have got more better votes, but that's
story. He should have got more votes. He kind of tapered off towards the end of the season, though.
What about Chi? Do you think Jokic should have defended that MVP title?
I personally think I am a Jokic fan. I am a big Jokic fan. I love what he has provided for the sport. I love what he has done. My personal opinion is I think Shea should have won it. Not because he has been the most valuable player of the league this year. Like, I hear what AO says. He makes great points. Look good, has been leading in scoring, leading in assists. But when you look at who's been the most impactful in the league for his team, we were not talking about OKC a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
We said, hey, they're still rebuilding. They're just getting good draft picks. We did not come in this year and say, hey, OKC is even going to be a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
They went from not even being considered a playoff team to now being a favorite to win the whole thing. And he's doing that. Let's remind you who he's doing that with. Since Rex brings up age a lot, he's doing that with 19, 20-year-olds. People who are just like, hey, we make millions
Who
of
just
dollars.
got here?
We make millions of dollars to dribble the ball. Like, of course, we're going to be happy. So if you say who's been the most impactful in the league, who's been the most valuable player for their team, he took a team that didn't even make the play-in to a number 1 overall seed, with a city that literally hasn't had no hope since Westbrook left. I mean, they knew what they was getting with Shea, but they didn't know what they was getting with Shea.
Right.
Like, we seen clips of it in LA, but we couldn't really see it in LA because LA was doing some other stuff. The Clippers, they was trying to get Kawhi, they was trying to get Paul. So I think this year I really seen how Shea's game is like, it kind of remind me of Kyrie on how poetic it is. It's just like, damn, he really did that.
Right.
Like, and it's with ease. Nothing looks like stress. Nothing looks like forced. It all looks ease. Now, I did harp on the refs, but Shea got busy. Like, he knows what his bread and butter is. I'm going to get downhill. I'm going to make you make a call. So, I love Jokic. He's very important to what he does for Denver. He's very important to the league. He's one of the faces of the league, and he expands it. But for most valuable player, in my opinion, I would have gave it to Shea.
Yep.
I would have gave it to Shea for everything that he's done for the league this year and how he's turned that team around. I would have given it to Shea. I would have to do Rex, best player on the best team in the league right now, and I would have to give it to Shea.
Yep, I agree. And Shea putting that shit on off the court. Come on, man. That motherfucker dressing like a motherfucker.
Boy, these motherfuckers not putting that shit on off the court.
Stop hating on these niggas.
Not
the other night, not that McDonald's cheeseburger outfit, but the other night he was looking like R. Looking like R. Kelly and
He was over there
shit.
dressed like mac sauce and shit. Bro, we ain't finna do this shit.
Other than that, Shea be putting that shit on, man. You gotta give it to him, bro.
Nah, his captions be cold though. He do be hitting you with the captions.
But we gonna quickly touch on this one, Defensive Player of the Year, which I'm very biased about that one because I really feel like it should have went to Wemby. But hey, I'm gonna tip my hat to Rudy. Like, you did step up in crunch time. You did mess me up majority of the season on prospects, but hey, definitely take your dub. I know you wanted it to be Wemby also, right?
Yeah, I got a question. What defensive criteria wins you defensive player of the year? Because if it's like blocks and blocks and steals, if it's effective,
I'm glad you asked that because I was going to ask y'all that. Because Wemby getting just as many blocks as we taking it on, basing it on stats.
Category of defense,
Honestly,
Wemby was better.
It's the same criteria that we had to put on MVP. They just did it right for the defensive player.
Yeah,
the
they
best
did it
defensive
right.
player
You
on
think
the
so?
best
Best
defensive team.
Yeah. I agree with Rex, and I also think, my personal opinion, like right now, you want the pick and roll with Wemby. You want the guard. I'm calling that pick and roll from Wemby, and I'm going downhill. I'm not gonna lie. Rudy Gobert been in the league a couple of years, and the way that Rudy Gobert can play off the screen and really hold the guard, I feel like that's why he won it. But I think he won it because he's on the best defensive team, and he's playing his role. He's that third line. You got to go to Jaden McDaniels, then you get to Rudy. Block the shot, Rudy. That's all we need you to do, and he's doing that. Yeah. So, but I do think he's a little bit better with his lateral movement on the pick and roll with the guards. Okay. That's why I mean that's where maybe NBA analytics said he better than Wemby at, because shot blocking. I mean, you can't. Shot blocking. I would have gave it to Wemby too, and just linked. But I think maybe they did it like that. Best defender on the defensive team, and maybe his lateral. But Wemby still got growing up to do. He only 19. It's only gonna get better right now.
That
He's still
confuses me though, because you made a great point. You got to get to McDaniels, Alexander Walker, and then he's the third line of defense. So, if you just the third line of defense, how are you the defensive player of the year?
That helps side defense the most important.
Because honestly, I ain't gonna lie, my dark horse, if it wasn't Wemby, because I feel like if you would go give it to Rudy Gobert, you could give it to Wendy. Wimby. I said Wendy. Goddamn. But you can give it to Wimby. But my dark horse is Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
Because like bro guards, like even I know it's a regular season award, but even the postseason, bro had to guard Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
Bro had to guard Derrick White. You know what I'm saying? He guard 1 through 5.
Consistent.
And he does a great job in it too.
Olympian.
Man. So
Yeah.
he really had a great case, bro.
He going.
He really had a great case. You right. He was like, I don't know about all that. But
We gonna have to talk about the Olympics in
I mean,
one of these shows.
I guess that's American
for
Big
real.
that we gotta have. The American Big. But hey.
But hey, Wemby won Rookie of the Year, of course, who else would it have been? So
Yeah.
you got something.
Yeah.
You got something.
the first to do both awards, that would have been crazy. It would've been well deserved. I mean, I feel like
But the crazy part about it, right? So Rudy Gobert was his fourth
it's
defensive player of the year, right? They put him in the category with who they said Ben Wallace
That's crazy.
and DK. What talking about?
Yeah. I was about to say
Come on, we gonna put Rudy up there with those defenders.
That's what I'm saying. That's
What
crazy.
I posed the question for earlier. Where do we put this man now all time? Because
Oh, he's a Hall of Famer for sure.
for sure, but now he's got 4.
So
Like, what's the argument?
hey, right now he top 15 big. Top
Because
10, baby.
Jordan to go, he got 6 rings.
Top 10, baby.
If
Hey,
people
you
would say the
Defender?
greatest,
big defender, big. We gotta put that together because look, you gotta. Hey,
you don't win 4 by accident, bro.
Yeah, he won 4 of them joints. You gotta put him up there. He got made top 100. What is that time?
Bro,
In 25 years,
that's crazy.
24 years, he
That's-
got made top
That
100.
doesn't feel right.
It
That
don't
does
even
not
think
feel
to
right.
say that,
Because
you know.
Ben Wallace, but talking about the top 75, right?
We're
I
talking
think
about
so
the
for
top-
sure.
I think
Yeah.
Wallace
Mutombo for
is.
sure.
Wallace got 2 rings though.
Yeah,
Or one,
I think
2.
they both in the top 75. So he got to be in top 100.
Rudy, you better go
If you
get
win
you
a
a ring.
championship, you got an argument there.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I'm
gotta go
saying.
get you a ring, Rudy.
You got to put you one on that finger, boy.
4 defensive player of people. I mean, that is crazy. That is actually crazy. I don't know if it's a crazy impressive thing on his part or just a crazy like statistical coincidence. Like, because come on, really, we could have gave it to AD, we could have gave it to Bam, could have gave it to Wemby. I mean, I don't know,
We're
bro.
gonna leave AD out of this.
Man,
AD could have got it though. AD could have got it.
got it.
AD could have got it. But 2-minute warning, man. Today, very simple, very simple, very simple. Just gonna be a question of would you rather?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go old school, new school. All right. So we're gonna go. It's for the culture. It's for the culture.
Hey, I love that word
This
This
culture.
is for the culture. So we got
Love
AI
Mm.
or AE.
AI.
Gosh.
I was raised to never disrespect my elders.
What's the exact? We just choosing one or the other.
One or the other. Would you rather? Who would you rather
Mad
have?
at
On,
me, boy.
who would you rather have on your squad? I guess we could put it like that. AI, AE.
AE.
I'm going AI because I
I'll
wish
say
I was
AI.
born. I wish I was born in that era
Look at
anyway
T.
because
Look
I
at
would have
T.
been
AI.
all over
Look at-
AI.
Look at T.
Before,
T.
let me
Look at
elaborate a
T.
little bit.
Look.
AI is an
She wanna
iconic
say
player.
AI.
She looking like, damn,
She's
you gonna put me like
eternal
this?
AI is an iconic player, bro. We can't deny that. But looking like AE finna be an icon his damn self. And he finna do it with more athleticism. Like
I don't know about more athleticism.
Allen Iverson was a crazy athletic person, but I think Anthony Edwards, he looks bigger. When you told me he
He's
was
bigger than
6'4",
him. You know, he
no, I'm talking about like
he's
just
4 inches bigger than him.
I'm talking about. I thought he was 6'8" is what I'm saying.
Oh,
the
yeah.
way he played. When y'all
He's
told me
fine.
Anthony Edwards was 6'4",
Yeah.
still to this day I'm shocked about
Yeah,
that.
D Wade bigger than him. About to say so, D Wade.
If you would have asked me who's taller, D Wade or Anthony Edwards, I'd have been.
But I'm still waiting on T. Hustle. Y'all give she over here.
She gonna say AI.
Being quiet. I start being quiet. I can't disrespect my boy. Y'all know who I'm going with. Y'all know.
Post the picture right here.
You know. Y'all know. No disrespect, AI, but AE got other stuff to his game that I would say like he got a like better defender, more athleticism than AI. So I mean, for me personally, I mean, if y'all see how I play my game, I'm very downhill to the basket, rough and tough, get nasty with it. So you know, drop that pick. You know, who
Can't
I'm
nobody
going
guard.
with.
She
AE.
can't fucking guard me.
Yeah.
Every time
Facts though.
It's a foul every time.
They did
Y'all
miss
should have
some
been at the game.
Well, like we were saying, thank you all. Thank you all for joining us today. We hope to see you back here. It's your homie Big Ronnie signing out with the lovely T and our homie Ayo and big homie Rex over there.
Good night, y'all.
Catch you all next week.
Good night.
Bye.